V-twin motors come with rear cylinder deactivation. It's kind of like an idle stop in your car when you come to a stop and the engine shuts off. However, with Indian V-twins, in order to keep the heat down for the rider's leg, it just shuts down the rear cylinder when you come to a stop, and at a certain temperature it shuts that back cylinder off. It does work well. Initially mine did not, but a lot of things did not initially on this bike, and it was because poor battery cable connections, which if you have an Indian, a majority of the problems occur because of loose battery connections. So they either loosen up, or they're not tight at the factory, or they're dirty or corroded, or the ground is bad. The ground to the bike is bad. So what happens in that situation is the computer throws lots of different codes that have nothing to do with any problems at all, until you clean the battery terminals, put some dielectric grease on, and tighten them up well. And since then, it's rare for me to get a code on this motorcycle, and rear cylinder deactivation works very well. So the design of this is what I mentioned before, keeping the rider's legs cool when you come to a stop or you're in traffic. And there's no hesitation immediately on takeoff. I don't know if it'll do it here, but a symbol will come on showing the rear cylinder has deactivated. No, it's not hot enough yet. And it'll give you a clue that the back cylinder has stopped. But it's a seamless process. I was always concerned about hesitation or the bike stumbling, the motor stumbling on acceleration, and that's just not the case. So Indian has done a good job in putting this system together. So I had it off for the longest time because of the early issues, but ever since I figured out battery connections, it's all working quite well. The great thing about these big V-twin motors is they make tons of torque and power, but they also bring you lots of heat. So that's one of the methods of reducing heat when you're riding in 90 plus or 100 degree temperatures, which if you ride in central Texas, that's more the norm than the rarity. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.